Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Jamaicans, diaspora. PNP conference under the domestic violence. PNP ladies them run out and the government and I talk out the things them. I'm so proud. Ladies, please continue.
Women more so would be more protected against domestic violence. And we have just passed the laws, and there is even no public education as yet to educate our nation about how they should behave, especially our males. And today I am standing because the Jamaica Labour Party has gone back on their word about protecting women's rights. I know that Jamaicans are not foolish. You cannot give them a 6 for a 9. I know that they understand that the People's National Party has always believed in women. Make no mistake, Jamaica, what we have been witnessing with the resurgence of George Wright is an injustice. And it signals political audacity and brazenness on the part of this government. It is a display of power over principle, of politics over morality, and of silence over accountability. A young woman was silenced, whether she chose to, because I just saw the system set, or perhaps because she was forced to save face for her abuser. We all saw the video. We were all disturbed by the video. We saw how he relentlessly pursued her with a chair and inflicted bodily harm. She suffered, while the man accused of abusing her was allowed to go back to business as usual. His career was protected, his political future secured, while she is in the shadow. That is what the Jamaica Labour Party has chosen to celebrate and to defend. But I want to ask the question this morning, what message does this action send to young women across our country? That their pain does not matter, that their voices don't count, that their safety is secondary to political power. And let me say this loud and clear this morning to every young woman, every woman who is listening. Abuse is wrong. It is not normal. We should not seek to treat it as normal, and we should not condone it. Especially persons who are chosen to make laws and to lead this country. It is not something that you should tolerate, excuse, or endure in silence. And remember that this government or any leader who tells you otherwise by their words or by their actions is not fit to lead. Leadership is built on integrity, not acting with impunity, where young people can look to their leaders and see role models, not men who believe that they can do anything and everything that they want without any consequences. We stand here this morning to reaffirm that we do not and we will not accept this. We cannot allow it to continue. Because this decision here is not about one man or one decision. This is about the kind of country that we want to live in. And so we are firm in our belief, and we will not join the JLP in being complicit. Their public embrace of George Wright is low, it is desperate, and it is disgusting. When we applaud abusive actions and abusers, we are being complicit in building a society with no morals, no values, and no future. And I want to put the question squarely in front of the Jamaican people. Is that the kind of government that you want? A government that tells your children, your nieces, your mothers, your aunts, that they should be beaten and stay silent while their abuser parades in party colors and makes appearance and big speeches. This is not what we want. This is not what Jamaica deserves. And we will not stop until George Wright is out of Gordon House, where he should never have been allowed to return to in the first place. Thank you.
Netherlands. It says that we're aware that the PNP had drafted an impeachment bill some 2 years ago. But what specific measures does the PNP propose to ensure that individuals with a history of violence are held accountable and prevented from holding public office again?
Well, there are two things that I would want to, and thanks for the question. There are two things that I would want to address with respect to that. Especially in this case, we need to look at introducing evidence-based prosecution. Because when we do that, then there will be no possibility, it will be less likely that a situation like this would be left hanging and unresolved. Because the evidence was there and we could have questioned it and determined what was the situation. And with that, as you bring that to public office, the code of conduct, yes, but I'm not sure, but I believe that inside of an impeachment bill, we could put it in there that until there is a clear restoration of the offense, that this person would not be allowed to sit in Parliament. This is something that would strengthen our Integrity Act. It would strengthen our integrity in public office in Jamaica. Could be applied, yes, to domestic violence, but to all other aspects of life. Because we do challenge, but the domestic violence issue and the normalization of violence is a real problem in Jamaica.
Like, share, and subscribe. Please, I'm asking you. Part 3, and look out for part 3. It's coming up shortly. Okay, peeps? Blessed.